Guarav, I'm really happy to see this essay from you. It's so important to seek out feedback for your writing, so well done. Let's get right into correction so we can see what you have written. Okay, many people say that globalization and the growing number of multinational companies has a negative effect on the environment. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Let's see what you had to say. Development does have pros and cons in the world. This is a fact that our surroundings are contaminated due to proliferation. However, it does not imply that the fact that proliferation should call to a halt. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you could have used globalization like once. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that proliferation and globalization are synonyms. So you could have used it. I mean, you're just not supposed to, pick like several words directly from the question, but you can at least use the word globalization. I mean, that's a pretty basic word that you need. So development does have pros and cons in the world. Okay, and then you could have just extended this, and it is a fact that our surroundings are contaminated due to globalization. Okay, so you could have joined these together so it wasn't like you have like just 3 tiny little sentences in a row. Okay, and then, however, it does not imply with a Y the fact that globalization should come to a halt. Okay, so a couple little mistakes there. In older times, factories have resulted in destroying the habitat. They have polluted the water, air, and soil, which are more important ingredients for trees, which will eventually preserve our habitat. Effects of the, here you needed a the, current situation have forced people to have better surroundings. Governments have also stepped up and are also supported by organizations, plural. Here, there it is. Approximately, with LY, 100 billion, no S needed here, US dollars have been pledged by various industries to avoid global warming. Let's see. Okay. I understand this, that's fine. However, this doesn't really fit all of this here because I mean, I'm assuming that what you're trying to do is talk about the fact that globalization is disrupting and disturbing our habitat. That's what this whole paragraph should be about. So this idea about government stepping up and supporting doesn't fit. What you really want to focus on is this one main idea about the fact that globalization is responsible for the destruction of our environment. Okay? So make sure that all of your supporting ideas just kind of help to really solidify that central idea. Okay, moving on. Corporations are striving to keep the habitat clean. Businesses are moving towards greener solutions. Okay, why don't you again link these two together because they're 2 tiny little sentences, and you could have done that by saying something like corporations are striving to keep the habitat clean by moving towards greener solutions. Okay, doesn't that sound nicer? Okay, for example, no e.g., write out the words please. So for example, one of the biggest computer no S manufacturers has recently announced that they are 100% green energy. Another worldwide organization has confirmed. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Let me just fix that. Excellent. Another worldwide organization has confirmed using energy sources. Has confirmed, using energy sources S, such as biogas, solar, and hydro for production in many countries. These companies have come to the realization here of how the environment has been turned hazardous. They have been blazed with the luxury of progress. Okay, this is a sentence that needs some work. Some of the solutions implemented to remedy this situation are educating people, planting more trees, etc. Now, in an essay like this, please don't write etc. Okay, you either should say what it is you want to say or just leave the etc. out. Okay, because if it's not important enough to be written, then there's no reason to include it with an etc. You could say something like among others, but no etc. Also, it has been reported that industries have invested in research and development for cleaner energy. They have been providing aid to smaller and mid-sized companies, mid-sized D, to help them migrate to cleaner energy. Not really. It should be, it's a different word that's not coming to my head right now. It's gosh, I can't think of it. There's a word, but it's not migrate. You're trying to, I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll come to me later. Okay, so I do agree companies used to have pessimistic reactions, S, but it has been altered. No, but they have been altered. It's plural reactions, they have been altered. However, people will always be skeptical about it. I am in favor, no, not I am in favor. I believe that research and development by this organization can help us live longer and expect a future for upcoming generations. Which organization? You haven't mentioned any organizations, so I don't know what we're talking about. And let's see. Okay, so it was a nice attempt. I hope you found the feedback helpful. I've mentioned a few areas where I think this essay could be improved. So I do hope that you'll continue to get feedback for your writing, as it's really the best way to improve at this point. So thanks for writing. Good job. And I would really like to see more essays from you in the future.